Greetings guys and gals, my name is Thad and today I'm going to be reacting to the Omni-Man versus the Guardians of the Globe fight, just because I've just seen it and there are so many things that kind of bother me. Don't get me wrong, I love this fight, it's a very cool fight, but there are some very weird things in here, just concerning logic and things. But you know, it's a superhero thingy, and I know, by the way, that yes, it is based off the comics, and in the comics, this fight scene, as far as I can understand, is not really a fight scene, but Omni-Man just immediately slaughters them all. So it's kind of cool that they dragged out a little bit here. But yeah, there are some things that are just, I don't know, that really bother me. Don't worry, this won't become a reaction channel or something. This probably be a one-time thing, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. So yeah, I don't know the names of all the characters. I think this one is Darkwing, Red Blur, but the other ones, I don't know, Fish Boy and Wonder Woman. I know it's not really Wonder Woman. But yeah, I'm going to be calling them by weird names because I don't know all of their names. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to react to it and comment a little bit on things that I find very peculiar. The first thing being her weapon. Her weapon of choice is very weird. I mean, come on, woman, that's not a weapon, that's just a ball on a stick. How effective is that going to be? I mean, you have she has super strength as well, I mean, otherwise she probably couldn't even wield that. So why not use a blade? Or something like Warhammer, or something like very devastating. I mean, I guess this is very devastating on people with no superpowers, but other than that, it just looks very cumbersome. Anyway, nitpick. Okay, let's just start this.
Darkwing, why did you call us here?
Me?
So none of us signaled the alert. Oh God, what's going on?
Oh, it's green thing.
Is it bad?
Huh?
Okay. Very nice reaction time there. It's also kind of cool, I have to note, that Omni-Man immediately starts attacking them, instead of, you know, saying, oh, it was I lured you here to kill you. But no, goes straight for the kill. Love that. Get me them pictures of Spider-Man!
Omni-Man?
Yes, it is I. Okay, so she attacks. Yeah, again, and that's the problem with that kind of weapon. You just saw that. Like, she even swings it so slow. I mean, it's probably fast for her, because for other people, because it's a superhuman being. But if it were a blade, she would be a lot faster. So if you have superpowers, then why not choose something that is very light in the beginning, so you will be still, yeah, like even more fast with it. I don't get that. Maybe it's just to look cool. But for me, it kind of looks just weird. Okay, we have Water Boy blasting him. Very nice. No complaints so far, except for the weird one. Okay. The Speedster saving them. Also kind of a nice touch. But now already that's kind of weird. Like the Speedster actually starts to attack them. So that is something I take issue with, a little bit at least, because the Speedster was doing a very good job, or is essential for the team to save them, because he's basically the only one who can kind of keep up with Omni-Man's speed. So he's actually the one that can immediately save everyone when Omni-Man attacks them. So it's kind of weird that he goes for the attacking move, but maybe he's just angry, you know. Maybe just wants to attack, gets and punches him. Again, and Omni-Man just grabs him and just squeezes his head. That's such a brutal scene. So this is probably the scene in the whole thing. I can play a little bit more. Like, okay, so this is so weird. Like, Omni-Man just squeezes his head like a melon, right? Like it's going to, you know. And what does the Red Blur, I think is his name. What does Red Guy do? He punches Omni-Man in the chest with his super speed. And that is such a weird decision. Why, in the ever-living frick, would you punch him in the chest? The chest is basically the most armored part of you know, the human body. I mean, yeah, I know Omni-Man is not human, but let's assume at least similar anatomy here. Why would you ever choose to punch him in the chest? Don't punch him in the chest. You can punch him. His face. Look at that. His face is right there. Just punch him in his weirdly good-looking mustache-wearing face, like in his J.K. Simmons-ass face. Just right there. I mean, it probably wouldn't do anything because, you know, Omni-Man is the baddest badass on the planet and probably wouldn't hurt him too much, but you can at least try. Punching him in the chest is not trying. You're not going to get through there. You're not going to get any significant damage of you know, punching him in the chest. I mean, I see blood there, but I think that's because Red Blood's bones are actually breaking. You can see that very soon. Yeah, Omni-Man just obliterates him. Yeah, see, he's like, his head is even better positioned. Like, you could easily just go for the head. But no, you're punching him in the chest. Why? You can even kick him in the groin. Look, right in the nuggets, again and again. That would probably hurt him at least a little bit. At least, like I said, if the anatomy is similar. But what you can also do is, like, stick out your finger, right, and stick it into his eye. Go for the eyeballs. Gouge his freaking eyes out. I mean, like, again, probably wouldn't work because, again, Omni-Man's alien, and I don't know how strong he really is, but he seems to be far, far above the rest here. So it probably wouldn't work, but at least try, man. Because punches against the chest, not only is the chest really muscular on this on this guy especially, but there are also ribs in the way, right? So the only thing you're going to do is break your fingers. You're not going to get through that. Alright, I feel like I've complained enough about that. Don't punch him in the chest, that's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, and his hands. But he won't. Okay, so Omni-Man actually, whoa, that's a very good point to stop the video. Omni-Man just starts coughing up blood here, so maybe he did wound him, or at least I would assume that he didn't actually break the ribs, but maybe the vibrations from the punches managed to hurt Omni-Man's lungs. But again, he can recover from that, and I don't think it's the best idea to go for the eyes. The eyes are pretty much the most vulnerable here. At least I think so. I mean, you're going to die as soon as Omni-Man has you. You are dead, right? But you could take his eyesight away, so that would make him at least a little bit weaker. But whatever. There we go. Love that the music now stops. Okay, keep that in mind that he just did that. Look, punches right to the face. Yeah, even with that weird bell thing. Freeze himself. Oh, I'm a plant myself a dumbass tree. Okay, that's another weird thing. Yeah, exactly that. Like, what was Nightwing's plan? Darkwing. What was Darkwing's plan here? Like, just drop on him from above. Like, that's such a shitty plan. Even Batman knew. Batman, for example, knew that it was a very bad idea to just go for superhumans with your, you know, muscles. It's pretty much idiotic. And he's dead. the fact that he even survived that first swing is actually quite impressive. But yeah, that's and many people have pointed that out in the comments that this was so stupid from him. Like, yeah, just drop on the guy with the superpowers who can kill you with one hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem I was mentioning. No one can come even close to Omni-Man's speed, and the Red Blur was basically the only one who could save them. So that's why it was a little bit stupid of him to go in. But you know, that's kind of a nitpick. Oh. Okay, so she's dead. But he Water boy. Yeah, I have nothing to add to that. That's one thing though. Can he just make like an infinite amount of water? Because then you could kind of keep Omni-Man in check with that, but I don't know.
Are you all right?
I live.
Someone must be controlling him. He would never do this.
Regardless, it's him or us.
She took that punch really well.
Choose us.
Okay, so you can. Boom! Now that is why this is actually a pretty good weapon. But I already see people telling me, oh, but she hits him with a pretty good. Yeah, but just imagine this thing had a spike right now, like one spike. Like, it doesn't even have to be a long spike, just a spike. Like, oof, that would hurt a little bit more, I would presume. So again, very weird choice of weapon. That actually is the only hit, I think, in the entire battle. I mean, besides Red Blur's weird, fast chest punches, that did actually damage them. This one right there. That looked pretty cool. Hey, too slow. That's exactly why you shouldn't wield such a heavy weapon. Okay. And he immediately takes Fishboy's head off. What? Wait. I have to wonder though. Like, you can't see Fishboy in this shot. Then you just catch it, and Fishboy is right there. So, did he move towards him? It's kind of weird that Fishboy is standing so close to Omni-Man. I mean, Omni-Man is pretty fast, like, you know. Such a brutal battle, man. I love it. Okay. So this is another scene. I want you to pay very close attention. You see this thingy here. I think it's either his heart or his brain, right? And yeah, I'm just going to get a few punches. These actually don't look like they. Again, that's another thing that bothered me. Like, woman. I don't know your name, your name, Miss Sparkles. Just pick up the thing, right? You got the thing there, like it's 2, maybe 3 meters away from you. Pick up the thing, you're pretty fast. Pick up the thing and bash him over the head with it. It has already shown that this thing can deal massive amount of damage. I wonder why there's no blood on there, actually, after taking Fishboy's head completely off, but whatever. Take the thing and bang him to death with it, man. A woman. I know you're pretty, but they're pretty angry, so maybe that's why they're using their fists instead. But look how long they are pummeling him. Like, so these hits, I feel like they are like with the sound effects and with the animation, they seem like they do a lot of damage, but they actually like. Okay, now he just rips his heart or brain out. I don't know what it is, and that's a very interesting thing because when he wrapped around Omni-Man the first time, right, this thing wasn't there. So he could not be hurt with it, right? So Omni-Man couldn't just rip it out. I don't know where it was, but apparently it was somewhere where Omni-Man couldn't reach it. So he can control where that thing, his heart or his brain, I don't know, I would assume his heart, is, right? So why would you wrap around him and place it in a spot where Omni-Man can just rip it out? Just place it on his back or somewhere where he can't see it, right? I mean, yeah, he was angry. Maybe that's why it was. But again, a very weird decision, right? And he did. That was actually the most brutal kill in my opinion, and the most effective one. And he did. She did. Okay. Okay, and then he just. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like this very moment here is the thing where which kind of disproves my theory a little bit, because if Red Blur's punches against the chest actually would have torn his lungs, then he couldn't be able to breathe that clearly. But I think maybe it was just an oversight, so I'm not going to bother.
Why?
Again, very, very clean. Love it. Okay. Okay. So that's what happens when you don't get pictures of Spider-Man. But yeah, the fight scene in general, it's a very cool fight scene. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love this fight scene. The first time I've seen it, I was completely blown away by it. Like, especially by its brutality and the way it is choreographed. Can you say choreographed when it's animated? I don't know. It's very cool fight, but there are some decisions here which are really questionable, to be honest. I think the thing that bothered me the most is probably the Red Blur thing. That was kind of weird. But, you know, again, I'm very glad that they animated it this way because, as far as I'm aware, in the comics, it was just a few panels and they were basically all dead. So, yeah. Anyway, so that was my reaction to the Omni-Man fight. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, don't worry if you didn't enjoy it. There are just going to be more gameplay videos on this channel. And you know, later today, I'm just going to continue the Dragon Age playthrough. So yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and until I see you next time, hope you have a nice day, a nice night, and of course, as always, a nice time.